This is how to self-initiate into Doomerian. Doomerian Oracle. You get 3 cards free if you register. I'm telling you, man, I did a ritual, man. It was real. And I saw a wizard. And he tried to possess one of the artifacts, the magical artifacts that I got. And, like, he turned into a spider as he stared into the flame of a candle. A master of illusion. His name was Bial. Now this is Doomerian, man. So what does Doomerian mean? Doomerian is taking it to the level, man. That's like going hardcore. That's hardcore, man. Hardcore magic, that's what it is. Like, a lot of people practice magic, but they don't go hardcore, man. I go hardcore. And and that's what the Doom philosophy is, folks. It's taking it to the limit with the magic. Once you take it to the limit, you're out there with extraterrestrials, multi-dimensional beings, sacred bloodlines, rituals. You're in all of it, man. All of it, man. One time I got in trouble by somebody, and he said, tried to kick me off their website. They said, man, that's going too far. Look at it. Look at all this. Just look at the mess you created. And I was like, what? This is beautiful. This is Doomerian. Dr. Doom, man. Dr. Doom. And this is the Oracle. This is Dr. Doom Alchemy. Oracle. You gotta self-initiate, folks. And you know how you self-initiate? Is you go all out, hardcore. So any ritual that you do, you dedicate it to Dr. Doom. You put Dr. Doom on it, folks. Get a little statue of Dr. Doom. And you invoke his presence. And then something happens. A portal opens, folks. A portal opens to dimensional beings that you don't even know about. And like, this is called larva. Larva. What does larva mean? Larva sometimes includes like other entities from other realms. There was a guy with the head of a horse, and he had like a red robe on, and like, you know, I was practicing Doomerian magic, the blackest magic in the whole entire universe. And he appeared from a fire. Several entities had appeared, and they shared secrets, occult knowledge. Now you gotta scry, you gotta look at something. When something appears, you gotta scry, and you gotta look at it and see that this is magic, and it means something. Like, everything that you see, it means something. This is hardcore, man. Hardcore magic. You gotta do Doomerian, man. And like, everything I do, referring to Dr. Doom magic, man. This is like real. And you become an initiate when Dr. Doom finally appears in some form. Either it's electronically or in a way that involves synthetic telepathy, or in some cases signals, elf signals, portals, everything. He'll appear. I'm not lying, folks. Now, a lot of black magicians had to tell me, like, you know, they were saying, no, man, the castle was not Castle Doom. The castle was actually a castle that belonged to a black magician that you actually had problems with. I was like, no, man, I'm practicing Dr. Doom, man. This is Dr. Doom stuff, man. We're not over here trying to talk to other wizards, man. We're over here trying to talk to Dr. Doom. and you know, this is like real alchemy, man. We're trying to raise a super villain from an interdimensional portal using the power of the energy of the planet Earth. We call Earth One. Now, what we'll see is something real, man. And we gotta be careful, because these entities, like, for example, man, I was doing the Dr. Doom stuff, and somebody told me about a ritual that I had done. This is when your electronics get possessed by some kind of demon, because it's AI. It summons the demon, and the demon comes out, man, out of the computer, and it tells you, yeah, we saw what you did. We saw the ritual. And the entity that had came out was a dude with the horse head, and he was like talking to some other beings, and he was saying, I had to advise my confidant, my apprentice, and my apprentice told me, you know, as far as I studied, I see that the situation is that the entity was talking to the other beings interdimensionally, saying what is actually happening here, because that being was a being that travels rigorously into various dimensions and heard about the ritual that I was conducting. So it's hardcore magic, man. Hardcore. So we're being Dr. Doom, and you know, like, I don't like to discuss a lot of the wizardly stuff with a lot of people, because like they get their own interpretations, and I'm over here trying to run a business, folks, a wizard business, and that does not include your philosophy. I once got in a problem with the Hindu monk, and I once got in problems with an extraterrestrial who was measuring heat signals from underground, and he talked about the voodoo priestess and a remnant of an ancient race of Nephilim beings who lived underground. So I know about arguing about magic, folks, and say whether something's real or something is directed in a different direction, folks. I already know about it. So when I'm talking about going hardcore, man, you gotta go hardcore with the magic, man. Alchemy, you know. And we're talking about Dr. Doom. And now that I brought up what I said about the other people that had to argue conflict about magic, because I'm trying to run a business, folks. You get 3 cards free when you order a package deal. $35, a mojo bag. You get a little mojo bag, got a little teddy bear in it. You got some Skittles in it. It's gonna ward off the demons, folks. Trust me. I got a little snake skin in it, and a little Dr. Doom emblem that I made myself. But like, now, folks, you gotta understand, I don't play games. You get those 3 cards only when you order the mojo bag, $35. Comes with a little action figure, little mini action figure of Dr. Doom. But I'm going hardcore, man. I'm not lying. I'm not lying when I told you these things. You know, I got these things, man. They're very real. And like, a lot of people can say a lot of crap, man. They can say a lot of stuff, but like, you know, I'm running a business here, folks. I charge for the Black Dr. Doom package deal. You got the beginners, the novice, medium, large, extra large. And you know, I know it sounds cliche, folks. It sounds cliche. I understand. But this is real magic, folks. This is the blackest magic in the whole entire universe. And like, I don't really discuss my magic unless like I'm charging for it. But like, you know, these videos are real videos that I made. And when I'm talking about the entity appears, man, it appears. And you know, I get in a lot of trouble with a lot of entities. You know, a lot of beings from different dimensions. Because I'm summoning Dr. Doom, I'm summoning Thanos, I'm summoning like super villains from a whole entire different timeline. I'm summoning things that you only see in Area 51, folks. And I get a lot of trouble. Last time I got in trouble with the little girl, Nephilim girl. Little Nephilim girl. She belonged to a ancient bloodline, and me and this other guy got in trouble because we were playing with the darkest of magics. And you know, I got criticized by an old hag who was a CIA operative who used magic for covert psychic warfare. And you know, it was no game. She was harassing me. That's gang stalking. I told her to leave me alone. That's illegal. It's illegal. You don't do it. I hate people who target people. I didn't like that lady targeting me with psychic warfare. Alright? So anyways, as I said, yeah, man, I like, you know, the conflicts. When you go hardcore, Dr. Doom, Alchemy, you know what I'm saying? You go Dr. Doom, you go hardcore, man. That's what I did. And all I can tell you about the ritual, you know, nobody's gonna understand my ritual. All I know, a man appeared with spider legs coming from his torso, and he had a pale face. He gave me a vision. Paul gave me a vision of what was going on, and he saw a man dressed in black with the face turned into a skull. And he said, this is a warning. This is a warning. Somebody has tried to place a hex in an interdimensional portal that you have made. This interdimensional portal has been seen by some of the higher ups, you know, in the administration of Donald Trump. And you know, you shouldn't have done it. I know what was going on, man. You shouldn't have done it, but he was talking to me. And like, you know, he talked to me from either a different timeline or from a different world, or like because I know that face. The demon came out and told me about the dude. And he said, you know who this dude is that's looking at you through this portal? And I was like, no. I was like, you know, that's the guy that lives in this world. But in a different world, he's a whole different person. And like a whole different person, and he's looking at you through this portal, folks. He's looking at you. I don't know what he told you, but he told you something, and you know, a demonic entity, man. So whenever you open a portal into interdimensional world and you go hardcore, man, you go the hardest core XX, extra large. You know what I'm saying? Extra large. Get the tub soda. You know, fountain drink from 9/11. You know, I'm just saying, folks. You go hardcore, man, it's a whole different level, man. You gotta be careful out there. But you learn new magic, like the magic of a hoob. You know what a hoob is used for, folks? You don't want to know. You don't want to know what a hoob is used for. A little goat's hoob. You don't want to know what it's used for.